Detroit Lions taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. With the Chicago Bears. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
The drive starts with a completion left side. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford will find Jones again, complete.
Stafford's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Marvin Jones
Working with his 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Fine Galladay, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Detroit. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To carry on Johnson.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Bears take over.
Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
We've seen a lot of ups and downs in the young career of Mitchell Trubisky. 3 years with the Chicago Bears, and he's a young quarterback still learning on the job. But what numbers do you trust with him? 8-7, 15 starts last year, but he was 11-3 the year before. The Bears offense, though, in 2019, just 25th in passing and 29th overall. They're looking for Mitchell Trubisky to elevate his game and bring the Bears along with him.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Complete.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And it's third down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Play action. Now Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. He's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7. And the Bears first down.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Bears.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They go play action. Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short on the first down.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He completes it to Jones. Now a gain of 6 there on first.
To Marvin Jones. A 6-yard pickup.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
A slant to Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 5 now. Stafford is complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be 36. On second and 12. Stafford. Screen play. Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
That's another.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Gain of 9.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Lions are able to grow their lead.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well, and that's Kenny Galladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Galladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
Lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And the lead will grow by one more. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Chicago.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Patterson.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Again, it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Chicago.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown.
Miller. Touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Bears 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there from the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
At the 38-yard line.
There's a throw that he wants taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. first and 10. It's Trubisky. Well, that was dangerous.
Trubisky
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's second down and 10.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Jesse James.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second down.
A 9-yard pickup. It's second and 6.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky quickly into the hands of Robinson.
Trubisky's pass.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of 10.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
2 yards.
Second down and 8.
It's second and 8. At the Lions' 44-yard line.
Patterson on the draw play. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 32.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He gets away from one. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Bears on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
The 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Jones has it, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing again at Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
On the play by Kyle Fuller.
Stafford looks to throw again. Looking for Hickenson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Trubisky.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Trubisky on first down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To Jimmy Graham.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Bears.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Javon Wims, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Trubisky to throw again. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. That'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, Peterson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Eddie Jackson brought it down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Detroit, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.